Welcome back to the Philippines. And how are you doing right now, years after you left the country?
Well, first of all, Dennis, thank you for this opportunity to be in your show. Um, to answer your question, coming home is always a delight for me. 'Cause like I say, you come home to a not to a piece of land or a country, but to a people. And I have, as far as I'm concerned, I'm 56. Filipino is a special kind of people. The heart, the reception I get, the love that I feel, iba. So every time I come home, it's like truly home.
What made you decide to work or be based abroad in the U.S. and leave the country when you were still that really popular?
Well, Dennis, not one specific reason, but primarily, I suppose, it was a variety of reasons. It just came together at that time. First of all, the last year that I played, or maybe the last 2 years, I was already my knees were hurting. So that's one. Two, the interest in the game, my mind was not really focused anymore in the game because I was playing it 11 years. And I was thinking of other things. And the way I am built as a person, I always I don't wanna lose. I hate it or when I'm playing na hindi mo nabigay ang lahat. And so, wala na yung focus mo sa laro, may injury ka, parang hindi ko matanggap na every time I step on the court, I really can't give everything I have at the quality that I wanted to play in, with. So sabi ko, maybe it's time to stop. And tamang-tama, my family had gone to the States ahead of me with really no plans of staying. And so I followed. This is in 1986. And when we got there, my wife and I sat down and, said, hey, you still want to play? Go back? I go, I don't know. So sabi ko, hey, let's just try this new life, this other side of the world. So that's primarily the reason. Pero it was never yung talagang inisip ko na pupunta ako, alis ako, iwan. No. Well, for one, it's totally different than the life I was living here. Ang buhay dito noon parang pelikula eh. It was, we had everything, it's completely different in the States. In the United States, you're a number, basically. For people like me. So it was a kind of hard adjustment. I had to really learn to live life, as it should be. Reality dun eh. So parang, so I did so many kinds of jobs just to get started somewhere. Or 12 years of the last 12 years, I worked for a law firm, and then now I'm working for the state of California. I've been there for 8 years, and so that's life there. It's different. It's hard. Ang perception ng tao, madali doon. Parang mahirap. Yeah, we're comfortable. Pero, siyempre, it's like there's something missing. I cannot speak for every Filipino there, but me personally, there's always a desire to be home, to be among your friends, your people, mga kababayan mo. Iba. And I think I can speak to every Filipino there. Now, given the opportunity, it's always better to be where tahanan ng aking lahi. Iba nga. I really plan to come to be here for good, and just to let everyone know that I'm back.
Siguro yung mga basketball fans sumubaybay sa'yo, probably ang isang inisip nila is, are there plans for you to be back sa basketball in any capacity?
Well, Dennis, that's where I grew up. That was my office before. Araneta Coliseum, Ultra, yan ang opisina ko. I think I spent most of or a chunk of my adult years in basketball. I know the game very well. I played it at a very high level. I played it with integrity. I played it with passion. And that's what I bring when it comes to the game. So I think you asked me if I have any plans in basketball. Oh, I'd love to, to get involved in the basketball scene again. And but as we know, that's not up to me.
Since you retired, sir, anong link mo or how do you keep pace developments sa
Well,
do you still follow?
For one, I attended a few coaching clinics in the States, namely Bob Knight, Majerus of Utah, Rick Majerus, and 2 or 3 others. No? This is all throughout these years. I constantly watch the NBA, so I'm familiar with the game.
Yeah.
I have a coaching clinic for kids in Sacramento, which is ongoing. No? But Dennis, this might be simplistic, pero I believe that a coach, the primary job of a coach is to set the stage for the players to motivate themselves. So, and the way to do that is to be able to transfer your thoughts, your philosophy of the game to your player. Okay, that's one. And to be able to, and I think my philosophy of the game, my passion for the game, my spirit that I got out of that game, one of my stronger points. Okay, so that's what I need to transfer to my player, motivate them. Not say, I'm not asking you to win a single game. All I'm asking is to die in the court every night, right? If I can do that, and to do that, it takes what? A communicator, a guy who can communicate his thoughts passionately, truthfully, because that's the only way they'll believe you. And they can see through you, right? Kung magawa mo yan, makuha mo yung puso ng player, yung nasa'yo, mailagay mo sa player mo na every single game is 100%, pakamatay ka sa court, panalo ka na, kahit wala kang championship. So I think that's the primary goal of it. I've been there, I've done that at the very high level, and plus an added factor, I've lived life. I know the consequences of giving your best here, at the point the player is, what effect that has in their life. I can talk like that from experience. Lahat ng hindi ko naigawa, may sasabi ko, huwag niyo gawin yan kasi ganito ang resulta niyan. Ito ang trabaho mo ngayon. You have to respect your job by doing that. That's what I bring to the game. Well, let me start off by saying this. The game now is completely different than the game we used to play in this sense. Ngayon, it's power. The moves are also, iba ngayon. It's crisp. You can feel it's strong. When they go to the board, it's really with strength. Powerful ang laro. Kasi mas malalaki na sila. And I guess it's the involvement of the body and the sport. It's different game. During my time, it was more of abilidad, it was more of finesse. We could get away with a lot of things. We were not that strong physically, although some were. So that's the good side. Pero, I don't know if this is bad or something, but maybe there's the spontaneity, the joy of playing. Parang, I don't know. Maybe I'm skewed because I'm watching from outside, and I've been there. Everything is X and O. During my time, it was more spontaneous. You give it to Jaworski or Fernandez or Arnaiz or Co, and gawin mo yung what you were born to do. So dyan lalabas all kinds of moves. And I guess the fans were, ginawa ko yun sa covered courts. So they could identify. And maybe also before, most of the players were all homegrown. Diba? So nakikita mo yan nung college pa, then pumatol sa Emika, and yan ang fans